Start natin yung lesson natin. Okay. So, nakikita nyo?
Yes, sir.
So, for our lesson today, we will discuss about the rational functions. So, pero hindi muna lahat yung graphs tsaka yung intercept muna kung paano kayo makapaggawa ng graph by using the table of values. Okay? So, yung table of values, neturo ko na sa inyo last time. Pero, ganun pa rin yung concept. So, kailangan lang siya dito. So, sana sa susunod, ma-master nyo na yung paggawa ng table of values. Okay? Kasi paulit-ulit siyang din-discuss dito. Pati yung paggawa ng graph. Okay? So, sa graphing, okay, given the function f of x is equal to x plus 3 over 2. So, para mag-graph nyo siya, syempre, kailangan natin yung table of values. Okay? Sa table of values, we need the x and y values. So, ito pala, yung x, y na yan. Okay lang kahit naka-vertical yung pagka-ayos sa kanya. Okay? So, dun sa ginagawa kasi natin, nakapahiga yung x and y values natin, di ba? So, ang importante lang naman dyan, kahit nakapatay yan or pahiga, basta importante yung ordered pair natin. Kung ano yung magkakatapat, yun yung magiging ordered pair. Ayun nga may yung concept. Okay, so pag-rate ng table of values, so we will just substitute the values of x to the function. Okay? Nakikita nyo ba yung cursor nung mouse? Nag-appear sa inyo yung cursor? Okay. So, sabihin natin, substitute lang natin yung value ng x doon sa function mismo. Okay? So, first, doon tayo sa x is equal to 4. Okay? So, ginawa ko lang, naging f of 4 is equal to 4 plus 3 over 2. Okay? Substitute ko lang yung 4 doon sa value ng x. And then, 4 plus 3 will be from 7 over 2. Okay? And then, 7 over 2, pwede na siya maging value ng y. Ilalagay lang natin siya sa katapat niya na value. Next, f of 3. Okay? So, we'll just substitute 3, the values of x, naging 3 plus 3, which is 6 over 2, or equal to 3. So, yun naman ilalagay natin dito sa tapat ng 3, okay, which is yung y value ng 3. Next, we have f of 1. So, magiging f of 1 is equal to 1 plus 3. Okay, 1 plus 3 will become 4. Okay, divided by 2 will become 2. So, ilalagay natin dito sa tapat ng 1. Next, for the values of 0,
siya rin ang gumawa ng paraan.
May kaya.
Ayos kami.
Kape na isang kape?
Hindi. Niyaya niya pala sa birthday ng ako namin. Nag-okasyon sa Casimiro.
okay. Next, f of 0. So, ang gagawin natin, substitute natin yung 0 dun sa values ng x. So, we will have 0 plus 3 here, and then divided by 2. Next, 0 plus 3 will be equal to 2, or 3 rather. 0 plus 3 is equal to 3 over 2. And then this will become the value of y for 0 is the input of the function. Next, we have f of negative 1. So, in negative 1, substitute ulit natin dun sa function, dun sa x, or dun sa variable. So, we'll have f of negative 1 is equal to negative 1 plus 3 over 2. Okay? And then, negative 1 plus 3. So, meron tayong negative and positive. Tapos addition. Ang gawin lang natin, pag-subtract natin yung 3 and 1. And then, copy natin yung sign nung may pinakamataas na numerical value. Okay? So, we have 3 minus 1 will become 2. And then, copy natin yung sign nung 3 since yung may pinakamataas na numerical value, which is positive. So, magiging sagot is 2 over 2 or 1. So, isa yung magiging value ngayon ng y natin for negative 1. Next, we have negative 3. So, negative 3 plus 3 is equal to 0. So, we will have 0 over 2 or 0. Okay, any number na i-divide natin from 0 will become 0. Okay, so okay lang kahit pag nasa numerator ang 0. Wag lang mapunta sa denominator kasi magiging undefined. Okay, so magiging value natin for y is 0. Next, we have f of negative 4. So, dito, i-substitute natin ulit yung negative 4. So, negative 4 plus 3, we will have negative 1 over 2. Or, pwedeng ganitong form, pero ito yung proper na pagsulat ng negative 1 half. Okay? Yung nasa right side. So, we'll have negative 1 over 2. Okay? So, since nagawa na natin yung table of values, so pwede natin i-create yung graph ng function. Okay? So, gagawin lang natin, i-plot lang natin yung 4 tsaka 7 and 7 halves doon sa graph natin. Okay, just like this one. Okay. So, ito yung yung 7 over 2, pwede natin siyang gawing mixed number, which is magiging 3 and 1 half. Okay? So, ito yung magiging 3 and 1 half natin and positive 4. So, 4 yung x, ito siya. 4 yung x, and then yung value ng y is 7 over 2. So, ipa-plot lang natin. Or 3 and 1 half. Yan. Next, we have 3 and 3. So, ang value ng x natin is 3. So, ito. And then yung value ng y naman is 3. So, ito, magkatapat. Kung ano yung intersection nila, doon natin i-plot yung point. Okay. Next, we have 1 and positive 2. So, 1 yung 1 yung x natin, and then 2 yung value ng y. Ito. Next, we have 0 and 3 over 2, or 1 and 1 half. So, ito yung point niya. And then, we have negative 1 and 1. So, negative 1. And then, ito yung 1. Okay, so ito yung intersection ng dalawa. Next, we have negative 3 and 0. So, negative 3 yung x, 0 yung y. So, ito yung point. Next, we will have negative 4 and negative 1 half. So, negative 4 yung x, negative 1 half naman yung y. So, ito yung magiging intersection. Dito natin nilagay yung point. And after that, pwede na kayo mag-connect ng line. Okay? So, as you can see doon sa graph natin, wala siyang arrowhead. Okay? So, wala siyang arrowhead dyan kasi nga, in-crop ko lang kasi yung graph na yan doon sa ginagamit kong pang-graph ng function. Okay? Pero dapat yan, mayroong arrowhead yan pagkabilaan. Pati yung x and y axis natin. Okay? Para mag-indicate na yan ay continuous. Continuous yung graph natin. Okay? So, how to find the x and y intercept doon sa function natin or sa graph natin. Kapag may graph tayo, madali nating makita kasi nga titignan natin ano yung nag-intersect doon sa x-axis tsaka sa y-axis. So doon sa graph natin kanina, balik natin. So yan, makikita natin yung x-intercept natin. Pag sabiting x-intercept, yun yung nag-intersect doon sa x-axis. Okay? So ang x-intercept natin is negative 3. So we have x is equal to negative 3. Okay? Next naman, yung y-intercept natin is yung nag-intersect doon sa y-axis. Okay? So we'll have y-axis pala. So yung y-intercept natin is y is equal to negative or positive 1 and 1/2 or positive 3 over 2. Okay? Which is yun yung makikita nyo sa next slide. So yan. So dito, yan. So ito yung x-intercept natin. Negative 3, then 0 yung value ng y. So ito yung kwan natin. Coordinate natin. So pwede nyo rin gamitin to para ma-determine kung ano yung x and y intercept natin. Okay? So yung coordinate. So negative 3, then 0 yung y, and then 0 yung x, tapos 3 and 3 halves or 1 and 1/2 yung y-intercept. Okay? Now, paano pag wala tayong graph? Okay? Paano pag hindi tayo nag-graph? Paano natin malalaman yung x and y-intercept? Okay? So, una, to solve for the y-intercept, use 0 as the value of x. Okay? So, mapapansin nyo, dito sa values natin, ito, okay? So, yung yung y-intercept natin is 3 over 2. Okay? Tapos ang value ng x natin is 0. Okay? So, sa pag-solve ng y-intercept, we just need to substitute 0 as the value of x within sa function. So, to solve the y-intercept, we will have f of 0. Okay? So, gagawin natin 0 yung value ng variable. Okay, para ma-solve natin yung x-intercept, yung y-intercept rather. Okay, so we have f of 0 is equal to 0 plus 3 over 2. So we have 3 over 2. Okay, or we can say that y is equal to 3 over 2. So ito yung magiging form natin para masabi natin yung y-intercept or para ma-identify natin yung y-intercept. So pwede rin natin gamitin ito. Yan, 0 and 3 over 2 yung coordinate natin. Next, how to solve for the y-intercept naman or x-intercept naman. So ang gagawin lang natin or isip tayo ng paraan para maging 0 yung numerator. Okay? So yun yung gagawin natin para makita natin yung x-intercept. Okay? So, para magawa natin yun, equate natin yung numerator sa 0. Okay? So, ang numerator natin is x plus 3. So, gagawin natin x plus 3 is equal to 0. So, equate lang natin siya sa 0. Okay? So, kunin natin yung numerator and then equate natin siya sa 0. Next. So, para ma-solve natin yung value ng x, okay, transpose natin yung 3 sa right side na equation. So, kapag naglipat tayo ng term from left to right, magiging negative. Mag-change tayo ng sign. Okay, so magiging x is equal to negative 3. Now, yun yung kapag nasolve na natin yung value ng x, okay, so negative 3 na lang yung may iwan dito. So the value of the x-intercept will be x is equal to negative 3 or negative 3 and 0. Okay? So ito yung magiging x-intercept na. Nagets po ba? How to solve dy and x-intercept given yung function lang. Nagets po ba?
Opo.
Wala namang question sa part na to. Okay, siguro wala naman. Proceed tayo sa next na example. Pa-open nga po ng mga camera nyo. Baka makita ko kayo, baka yung iba sa inyo natutulog na.
Sir, mahina po net.
We,
Oo nga, sir. Zoom kasi, sir, eh. Pag Zoom naglalagaw.
okay pala. Okay. So, proceed tayo sa next na next na example. Okay, so we'll have 2x plus 3 over x minus 2. Okay, so first, identify natin yung table of values. So we have x and y. So ito yung table natin. So we have 9, 6, 3, 2, 0, negative 3, negative 6, and negative 9. Okay. So sa paggawa pala or sa pagkuha ng x value, it's up to you kung ano yung gagamitin nyo. Okay? Pwede kayong gagamit ng any number basta dapat magkakasunod sana to. Okay? So from highest to lowest. By the way, mamaya hindi nyo naman na magagamit to, no? Pagdating natin sa pag-graph ng rational function without using the table of values. Okay, so alamin lang natin mamaya kung ano yung vertical and horizontal asymptote, yung x and y intercept. Tapos doon natin makikita kung ano yung magiging behavior ng graph. Okay, so pero need nyo pa rin malaman kung paano maggawa ng table of values. Okay, so solve natin, table of values. Substitute lang natin ulit yung x values dun sa function natin. We have f of 9 is equal to 2 times 9 plus 3 over 9 minus 2. Okay.
21 over 7.
So we have 18 plus 3, 9 minus 2. Okay, so we have 21 over 7 or we have 3.
3.
Okay, so we can divide 21 by 7, okay, which is equal to 3. So magiging y value natin is 3. Next, we have f of 6. So we have 2 times 6 plus 3 over 6 minus 2. Therefore, we will have 2 times 6 is equal to 12. 10 plus 3 and then 6 minus 2. We have 15 over 4 for 3 and 3/4. So, yan. So kahit saan dyan sa dalawa, pwede natin isulat as value of y. Since parehas lang naman sila ng value. Next, we have f of 3 is equal to 2 times 3 plus 3 all over 3 minus 2. Okay, so we have 6 plus 3 or we'll have 9 over 1. Okay, or pwede natin sulat as 9 na lang kasi 1 naman yung denominator. Yan. Next, for the value of x na 2, we will substitute 2 as the value of x. So we have 2 times 2 plus 3 over 2 minus 2. Okay. So we'll have 2 times 2, 4 plus 3. So we'll have 7 over 2 minus 2,
0.
which is 0. Okay. So magiging 7 or 0 or magiging undefined. Okay. So kapag nag-undefined yung value, isulat na lang natin yung undefined doon sa value ng x. Okay. Next, f of 0. So we have 2 times 0 plus 3 over 0 minus 2. Okay, so 2 times 0 is 0 plus 3 will be equal to 3 over negative 2. Or we can write negative 3 over 2. Okay, so ito yung proper na pagsulat ng negative na fraction. So nasa tapat ng fraction bar yung negative sign. Ganyan dapat yung pagsulat. Okay? We have negative 3 over 2. Then, for f of negative 3, so we have 2 times negative 3 plus 3 all over negative 3 minus 2. Okay? So, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 plus 3. Okay? So, kapag ganito yung nakita nyo, negative 3 minus 2, parehas negative. Ang gawin nyo na lang, pag-plus nyo na lang yung numerical value and then compare nyo yung negative sign. Okay? So, huwag kayo malito kapag parehas negative na yan. So, magiging negative 5. So, negative 6 plus 3. So, we have negative 3 over negative 5 or 3 over 5. Sir, paano po naging 3 over 5? So, since parehas silang negative, okay, kapag nag-divide tayo ng negative and negative na number, the result will be positive. Kaya naging positive 3 over 5. Or simply, we can just cancel negative sign. Okay? So, kapag kinancel natin negative sign, since pares naman may negative doon sa numerator and denominator, magiging positive 3 over 5. So, the value of y for x is equal to negative 3 is equal to 3 over 5. Next, we have f of negative 6. So, substitute 6 as the value of x. So, we have 2 times 6 plus 3 all over negative 6 over 2. Okay, so we have negative 12 plus 3 over negative 6 minus 2. And so we will have negative 9 over 8 or 9 over 8. So ito siya. Hindi ko lang naisulat yan. Naisama dyan. 9 over 8. Yan. Next, for f of 9, nagigets naman kung paano natin nakukuha yung y value. Yung y values natin, nagigets naman.
Opo.
Okay, so substitute lang natin yung x value doon sa function. So, proceed tayo. We have 2 times negative 9 plus 3. Okay. All over negative 9 minus 2. Okay, so we have 18 plus 3 over negative 9 minus 2. So, simplify lang natin yung fraction natin. Negative 18 plus 3 is equal to negative 15. And then denominator natin will be negative 11. Or, you can write it as 15 over 11. So, yun yung magiging value ng y natin for negative 9. So, next, try natin i-graph yung function natin. Okay. So, ito yung magiging graph ng function. So, mapansin ninyo, doon sa 2, okay, doon sa value ng x na 2, which is undefined. Okay. Kapag naging undefined yung fraction natin, magkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag nating horizontal asymptote or vertical asymptote, I mean. So, magkakaroon tayo ng vertical asymptote. So, yan. Papansin niyo dun sa graph natin, hindi siya tumatama doon sa 2. Okay? Nag-approach lang siya sa 2, pero hindi siya nag-intersect din sa 2. For the horizontal asymptote naman, itong pahiga, yan, hindi rin siya nag-intersect sa 2, pero hindi yan dahil doon sa undefined na value natin doon sa x is equal to 2. Ay may ibang dahilan yan. So, i-discuss ko yan siguro mag-send ako ng video tomorrow or sa Friday natin yung mag-discuss yung vertical and horizontal asymptote na yan. Okay? So, for the meantime, ito munang x and y values natin. So, plotting muna tayo sa graph. Okay? So, 9 and 3. So ito siya. So x is 9, 3 is, or y is equal to 3. So ito siya. So ito. Yan. 8, yung sa pagitan ng 8 and 10. Okay? So 9 yan. So medyo maliit lang kasi yung natin, yung graph natin. Pero dun sa isang app, pwede yang i-zoom. Okay? So hindi lang yan ma-zoom ngayon kasi nga picture lang siya. Kapag open ko naman yung app na yun, maglalag itong presentation. Okay, kaya screenshot ko na lang. Pero pag sa phone siguro tayo, baka kaya, laptop kasi itong gamit ko. Okay? So next time kapag may graph, sa phone na lang ako mag-present. Okay? So we have 9 and 3. Okay? Sa pagitan ng 4 and 2. So yan. 3 yan. Pwede nyo rin naman gawin to yung mag-assume. Okay? Pwede rin naman kayong mag-assume ng values. Okay? Pero make sure na yung pag-assume nyo ng pwesto kung saan nyo plot yung point is katanggap-tanggap. Okay, next. We have 6 and 3 and 3/4. Okay, so 3 and 6 yung x, 3 and 3/4 naman yung y value. So ito yung plot niya, ito yung point niya. And then we have 3 and 9. So ito. So we have 3 and 9. Next, we have 2, which is yung undefined. Ito siya. Yan. Next, 0 and -3/2. So 0 yung x. And then 1 and 1/2 yung -1 and 1/2 yung ating y value. Next, we have -3 and 3/5. So -3 yung x natin. Yan. And then +3/5 naman yung y value natin. So ito yung intersection niya. Yan. Next, we have -6 and 9/8. So ito siya. -6 and 9/8. And then we have -9 and 15/11. So yan. -9 and then 15/11. Nagets po yung pagpa-plot natin ng points. Hello? Nagets po? Okay, last 8 minutes na lang tayo. Last 8 minutes, pinapakita na ng Zoom. Okay. So, ito yung graph kanina. So, ito yung x-intercept, yung -1.50. And then, ito naman yung y-intercept natin. Yung 0, -1/5. 1.5, I mean. Okay. Solve for y-intercept. Okay. So, anong gagawin natin para masolve yung y-intercept natin? Ano ulit yung ginawa natin kanina?
Gawing 0 yung x.
Okay, gawin natin 0 yung x. Okay? Para masolve natin yung y-intercept. We have f of 0 is equal to 2 times 0 plus 3 over 0 minus 2. Okay? So, magiging 2 times 0, magiging 0 yan. So, matitira na lang is yung 3 over -2 or -1.5. Okay? So, we have 0, -1.5. So, ito yung y-intercept natin. I mean, so, 0.0, -1.5. Ito. Yan. Next, for the x-intercept, paano natin solve the x-intercept natin?
Yung sa may transposition, sir.
Ano ang gagamitin natin? Numerator or denominator?
Numerator po.
Okay, so equate natin sa 0 yung numerator natin. So magiging 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. So numerator lang yung kukunin natin. Equate natin sa 0. Okay? So to transpose natin yung 3, yung positive 3 sa right side. So magiging 2x is equal to -3. Okay? since may kasama pa yung x natin na 2, ang gagawin natin, divide natin both side by 2. Okay, para maiwan yung x dito sa left side. So we have divide both side by positive 2. So cancelled out yung 2 dito sa may x. So matitira na lang is x is equal to negative 3 over 2 or negative 1.5. So ang magiging x intercept natin will be negative 1.5 and 0. So ito siya. Okay? Huwag niyong kakalimutan kapag y-intercept, 0 palagi yung matitira. Nauuna, I mean. So 0 lagi yung nauuna doon sa coordinates. Okay? Kapag x-intercept naman, nahuhuli yung 0 sa coordinates. Okay po? Clear?
Okay po.
Okay. So for tomorrow, ang gagawin naman natin, discuss natin yung about sa horizontal and vertical asymptote. So yan, may discuss natin yan. Hindi ko pala discuss. Maybe magbibigay na lang ako ng video sa inyo. And then mag-refer na lang kayo doon sa inyong module. Okay po? So, any questions about doon sa pag-graph natin? Tsaka yung pag-solve for y and x intercept. Any questions? Okay, mukhang wala naman ng questions. Maybe that's all for today. Okay, so kung wala ng questions, yan muna sa ngayon, and thank you and goodbye class.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Thank you
Bye.
po,
Bye, sir.
sir.
Bye.
Bye bye.